Fox and Friends did a segment about weed since today is 420. Let's take a look.
There's a new high coming from various forms of pot. So what are the different types and what are the dangers? Let's ask Dr. David Murray, former Hudson Institute Center for Substance Abuse Policy. And thanks so much for joining us since you used to run that element of the Hudson Institute. Let's tap into your expertise. For example, we hear the term skunk. What should we think of?
Skunk is a new form of crossbred marijuana that has intensified levels of the neurotoxin, the intoxicating element, THC. It runs at levels of 20 to 30% THC. That contrasts with the marijuana of the Cheech and Chong days when it was only 3 to 4%. So you're talking 6 to 7 times more powerful, more potent, and it's really getting people blasted and blitzed in a hurry. It's widespread, coming largely out of Colorado and that market as new forms are appearing, and it really gets people loaded.
And by the way, this is to underline the fact that this is dangerous. More dangerous than you're being led to believe. That's why we're talking about it, not to sell it. Butter is another term. What is it? B-U-D-D-E-R.
Butter takes the next step into an arena we haven't even seen before. This is unprecedented. Butter is the concentrate and extract of all the marijuana THC. They produce it by running butane through the marijuana leaf and extract the pure THC. The potency levels are extraordinary, 70 to 90% potency. People take a single hit from vaporizing this stuff and they're completely blitzed. It's leading to hallucinations, it's leading to bizarre behavior, and it's very much increasing the risk of addiction and being trapped by this drug. We've never seen this before.
Edibles possibly the most dangerous because you have no idea what you're getting and when it's going to hit.
Edibles are remarkable because people eat a small amount, don't feel the effect because it's taken orally, so they eat some more. Then they have the whole candy bar. And an hour later, suddenly hits them hard, and they are basically just frightened by what happens to them.
Synthetics?
Synthetics are a new form. Chemical contamination sprayed on a leaf that's smoked. It's like putting Drano on your breakfast cereal. You don't know what you're getting. It's leading to bizarre behavior of frightened people who are going into hallucinations.
States might be trying to legalize it, but it doesn't mean the danger's diminished. There's a lot of danger out there. And thanks for giving us 4 different kinds.
That reminds me of, like, what they do with spring break. Like, oh, it is outrageous and terrible what these kids are doing as they dance around naked. Take a look at it on screen here. Let's study it a little bit. If you're so against it, why are you showing people exactly what it is? It's the same thing as like, oh, marijuana's so bad. Anyway, let's go through a list of what you might want to order here. So first we have the Purple Haze. Take a look at that. Snoop Dogg loves this here. Next, let's take a look at the Skunk. And eventually, we're going to get to Dat Real Sticky Icky Icky, Ooh-wee. Oh, thank you. I was considering taking notes during that. They were giving some good information. Like, okay, now when you eat the edibles, careful. It takes a while for it to hit. So don't eat like the full thing. Have like a bite or two. Chill out. It's going to hit you eventually. We promise. You know, Brian Kilmeade, for being so against drugs, he seems to have a pretty decent knowledge of it. Yeah, one time I had an edible and what? Did I say that out loud? I mean, don't eat it slow or something. God damn it. I hope Roger Ailes didn't see that. But, of course, the best parts are, it's like putting Drano on your breakfast cereal. Pretty sure it's not. Pretty sure it's not. If you put Drano on your breakfast cereal, you won't make it to lunch. You'll probably drop dead immediately. Whereas if you have synthetic weed, you'll be all right. Now, look, are there issues with synthetic weed in general? Yes, there are. But everything I've read about the topic seems to suggest that the only time synthetic weed is dangerous is if you're buying it in an unregulated market. If you're getting it at a place where it's legal, typically where it's legal, it's safe and regulated, so they make sure that they're not going to give you shit that's cut with toxic chemicals that may kill you. If you buy synthetic weed in an unregulated market, there have been issues reported with it being a bad batch or whatever, or cut with some horrible substance or chemical that fucks people up. So the moral of the story when it comes to that is you should probably legalize it nationwide so that we can safely make all the different drugs, as opposed to if it's illegal, it's made underground on the black market in somebody's fucking bathtub or in somebody's greenhouse, and it's less safe. So it's the exact opposite conclusion of what they're pushing there. But I think the main thing to take away is this. They could have done that segment about alcohol easily. I mean, think about it. We got shit out there, Bacardi 151. I mean, look at the proof on whatever it is, gin, rum, whiskey, tequila, vodka, you name it. I mean, there's a lot of shit out there, 100 proof alcohol, 80 proof alcohol. And it's powerful as fuck. Now, I know if you have something with a high percentage of THC, you're going to get high as fuck. Okay, you are going to be blasted and blitzed, as that guy said, which I thought was hilarious. It's true, you're going to get really fucking high. But also, if you have 5 shots of some really strong, hard liquor, yeah, you're going to get really drunk in that case too. But what we all understand when it comes to alcohol is that doesn't mean you ban it. That doesn't mean you throw somebody in a cage and keep them there for 15 years if they drink hard alcohol. By the same token, it should be similar with marijuana or with other drugs.